Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Iron Will Becker, and I'm back with another book review. The book is called The $8,000 Phone Call, and the author is Jayden Pudney. And it's a really good book. It's about Jayden's journey into real estate and learning to sell and build relationships and do the work involved with building a real estate business. And I just realized this drawer that I've got this set on is right in that frame, and I'm not going to be able to get rid of it. Okay, so the book is really good. It talks about Jayden's journey through and into the real estate markets in his area, and his personal growth and development as a realtor. He mostly focuses on wholesaling, which isn't really the main point of the book. The main point of the book is the importance of perseverance. One of the things that he says that really stood out to me is that's why you need to be ready to work by yourself, eat by yourself, and just overall survive by yourself. Learn to only rely on yourself and nobody else. And that's something that Grant Cardone teaches. That's something that Patrick Bet-David teaches. That's something that Eric Worre teaches. That's something that Ray Higdon teaches. And I believe Richard Branson. They all teach that importance of being willing to work by yourself and to put in the work, the long, lonely hours if necessary, to see your goals and your achievements accomplished. And really, one of the things that happened for me in high school was I spent a lot of time alone. I didn't really fit in with the other kids. I had two friends that I kind of fit in with. One of them later became one of my best friends, and we still keep in contact to this day. But it took some growing pains for that to happen. In the meantime, though, I did learn to spend time by myself and to relish those times where I could just be by myself. Do the work, do whatever face whatever challenges I had, and just do that on my own. Another thing that I really liked from this is accept the failures and go with the flow, because everything happens for a reason, and everything will happen to put you in the perfect spot at the perfect time so you can accomplish everything you want at that moment. And God is putting you on a specific path for a reason. Whether you want to call it the universe, whether you want to call it whatever, I definitely believe that the path that we are on, when we pursue entrepreneurship, when we give ourselves up to a greater cause, will make a huge, huge difference in our life and in the lives of other people. Ultimately, the journey of an entrepreneur is the journey of helping other people. There's no denying that there is a benefit to the person who's willing to put in the work, but ultimately what comes out at the other end is something that helps someone else. And I really believe that the experiences that we have in our lives help to shape and mold us and help us to develop into the kind of person that can do the most good in the world if we take everything with a positive attitude. And sometimes that's really hard. Sometimes it's enormously hard. And there are times when I've spent crying on my pillow because of my frustration, the pain in not accomplishing certain goals or in being rejected at certain times, because it was just that hard to deal with. And the last thing that really stood out to me in his book is the times where you really don't feel like going are the times where you need to go. And that's something that Grant Cardone says. He says a little differently. He says that where you feel the fear, that's where you need to go. And that's the direction you need to go into. And it's definitely been the case in my own experience where I've seen that happen and where that becomes the reality, where you get into that moment and you feel that fear and you go for it. Personally, I recently had an experience where I was approaching someone who I look up to and want to introduce him to what I'm doing. Not only did he know about it, he was already communicating with someone else in the industry, in the business, in the exact company actually, and had a good talk with him, and it was a really good experience. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to initially, but it was really good, and I'm really glad that I stepped up and put that fear aside and walked into the situation and was myself. So my friends, you can definitely find this book on Amazon. It is a good read. It's, I don't even know the page count anymore. I couldn't tell you. It's not long. It's not a very long read at all. And it's a good book. Jayden does a good job in talking about his journey and the things that influenced him and the things that, some of the trials that he faced and challenges. One of the main things he did focus on is how there were the lonely times where he was alone or had 2 or 3, I think total he had 3 friends that stood with him through this experience in his transition from being new at the industry, not having money, struggling, and then starting to have success and then having even greater success, making the $8,000 phone call, getting that real estate deal that landed him that check. And really, I look forward to seeing what else Jayden's going to do. We have a mutual friend, so I'm hoping to see some updates and some other things as time goes on. All right, my friends. Thank you for spending time with me. If you get value from this video, please like and share it. You can get all of my social media connections at saveandearngold.net. You can also learn about the difference and importance of wealth versus income. And you can go over to ironwill.net for all of my videos that I've been putting up. If you do not want to go to YouTube, or if you're not a YouTube kind of person, I know there are a few out there. Thanks again for spending time with me. I hope you go out and make a great day, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks again.